never seen before.
Salt Mine City is now open at 8th and R in the Haymarket. Come check out Lincoln's newest brewery with 12 beers on tap, including the popular Single Axle Light American Lager, Brick Street Amber Wheat, and so many more. There's daily drink specials like $1 off Moscow Mules on Tuesdays, $6 IPAs on Fridays, and $6 Bloody Marys on Saturdays. Stop by Tuesday through Thursday from 4 to 9 p.m., Fridays 4 to 11 p.m., Saturdays 11 a.m. to 11 p.m., and Sundays from noon to 8 p.m. It's Salt Mine City, Lincoln's newest brewery at 8th and R.
Nebraska's Christmas Light Show is back and bigger than ever. The Magical Lights of Lincoln Christmas Show runs from Black Friday through New Year's Eve at Sandhills Global Event Center. Bring the family for a show they'll never forget, featuring over 1.5 million lights. Cost is $25 per vehicle from Monday through Thursday, $30 on Friday and Saturday, and also $30 on Christmas Eve and Day. Purchase your tickets online today at ChristmasLightsInLincoln.com and get ready to experience a drive-through light show like you've never seen before.
Are you a skilled mechanic looking for your next big opportunity? Constructors is hiring. We're looking for experienced mechanics to join our family-owned team. We offer competitive wages, great benefits, brand new service trucks, OEM-level diagnostic software, and career growth opportunities. Positions include lead and A-level mechanics for our shop and multiple field technicians. If you're driven and ready to grow with a company that's been around since 1908, apply today at constructorslincoln.com.
Bagels & Joe is the perfect place for breakfast or lunch in December. Try one of their delicious breakfast sandwiches or grilled breakfast burritos. Don't forget to snag a gift card for stocking stuffers and bring your family in from out of town. 4 locations in Lincoln and 1 in Seward. Bagels & Joe.
General Fire and Safety has been keeping Lincoln businesses and commercial structures safe for more than 50 years. From a simple fire extinguisher to full fire suppression systems, Lincoln has trusted General Fire and Safety to provide top-of-the-line products, installation, and maintenance. If you're starting a new business in a brand new building, call on General Fire and Safety to help you plan a fire safety system that fits the specific needs of your business, employees, and customers. Call General Fire and Safety today at 402-261-0116.
Slay the holidays this year with a gift that'll really get them going. One that's built to win, like the new Honda CRF-R Motocrosser. One that's built for fun, like a Honda Mini Moto. Or one for each member of the family, like a Honda CRF Trail Bike. At Rod's Power Sports, you'll find the motorcycle, ATV, or side-by-side they'll love. During the Honda Gifts That Go sales event, you can slay the streets in style with the Grom Mini Moto, slay the trails with the CRF 50F, or pile into a Pioneer 1006 Deluxe Crew that can carry 6 elves over the fields and through the woods all year long. This year, don't just give any gift. Give the gift of outdoor adventure with a ride they'll never forget. Don't miss out. Head to Rod's Power Sports in Lincoln, Nebraska during the Honda Gifts That Go sales event. It's your chance to slay the holidays and your gift list. Dealer participation may vary. See dealer for complete program and safety details.
The Body Lab, located at 14th and Yankee Hill, is Lincoln's premier physical therapy and recovery lab. The Body Lab offers trigger point dry needling, cupping therapy, joint manipulation, and so much more. Looking to relax and relieve stress after a long day or difficult workout? The Body Lab's recovery lab is the ideal spot. Featuring infrared sauna, a cold plunge tub, or if you're just looking for enough space to stretch out and reset your mind. Learn more about memberships and schedule your service today at thebodylablnk.com. Or visit the Body Lab in person at 14th and Yankee Hill Road.
League One Volleyball is coming to Omaha this January. Featuring Olympic medalist Jordan Larson and Justine Wong-Arantes, Love Omaha Volleyball is Omaha's newest pro team. The inaugural season will showcase some of the world's best volleyball players, from medalists to NCAA champions and international superstars, with the action kicking off on January 24th at the Liberty First Credit Union Arena. Visit LOVB.com for more information and to purchase tickets. Volleyball is the next major league. The electrical workers of Local Union 265 are now hiring licensed journeyman electricians from $32.50 to $42.50 per hour with paid benefits. And if you're looking for a new career, they're hiring apprentices at $19.50 per hour with paid benefits. Call the office at 402-423-4497 to apply. Start your electrical career today.
'Tis the season to raise a little Cane with Raising Cane's. Spread joy with craveable chicken finger meals and treat everyone on your nice list to a Cane's gift card or plush puppy, which benefits local pet organizations. Happy holidays from Raising Cane's. One love.
Welcome to The Drive. with AD, Raff, and Ahman Gray. Former Husker football national champion, speaker, and author, Aaron Davis.
Nebraska will win the national championship. The Cornhuskers beat Miami. It is history, 13-0, and bring that trophy back to Lincoln.
Former Arena Football League quarterback, former head coach of the Capital City Crush, and guru of Husker football history, Chris Raff.
25 straight wins for the Cornhuskers. One of the most dominating stretches in college football history.
We may have seen one of the best teams in the history of college football tonight.
12-year NFL veteran.
He's got some speed to go with strength.
Huskers and Green Bay Packers Hall of Famer.
Shovel pass to Green into Vikings territory. Finally brought down.
And University of Nebraska East sports coach, Ahman Green.
Look at Green all by himself. 20, 10, touchdown.
Sponsored by Doors Plus on 93.7 The Ticket and theticketfm.com.
It is Wednesday, folks. Wonderful Wednesday. Good morning from the drive, 1040 O Street. Me and Nick are holding it down here at the mothership. We got AG in H-Town. We got Raff back in Huntsville, Alabama.
Raff's back home. What's
Hello.
up? We're still waiting on AG here. He'll join in just a moment. Raff, how is Alabama?
It's good. I finally made it. It was a battle. It was a battle, but I survived.
What made it a battle?
Well, the first day, my plane got delayed 3 hours, so I was unable to make my connecting flight in Chicago.
Makes sense.
So then I had to head out early yesterday morning. The flight from Lincoln to Chicago, perfect. Got to Chicago. Got on the plane, we got on the plane. Sorry, we got on the plane, and the prior pilots, whatever, forgot to check the tires or whatever, there was a gouge or something in the tire. So they're like, okay, this could be anywhere from 2 to 3 hours, or if we can't find a tire, much longer. So deboarded the plane. Fortunately, they found a tire, made the change. I mean, it was like NASCAR-like. We're back on the plane in an hour, ready for takeoff. I'm thinking, all right, we good to go. We got out we're leaving the tarmac, and we're getting back out on the runway.
Yep.
And they come back on the PA again and like, the stewardess was going to sit down, but the top of her chair fell off. So we're going to have to go back in and try and get this fixed because we were unable to take off unless that chair's. And then that was the same situation. If they couldn't find the chair, we're going to have to wait for them to find the chair. But fortunately, the maintenance guy came in, fixed it, and we were out. So I was only, I think, 3.5 hours late. So
when are you just going to start either flying private or buying a plane so you can just fly around wherever you need to go?
Well,
there's always an issue.
With the lucrative radio money that we make, I was thinking maybe all three of us or four of us could just kick in a little apiece, and we could just get our own plane, or we could just rent AGs. Maybe we just rent AGs.
Well, I was going to say maybe we can just afford just one seat. We'll have to share it, but we can just buy one seat on a plane. I mean, what Chicago airport was it? O'Hare or Midway?
O'Hare.
Good.
You know
I have to deal with Midway next week. And Midway's nothing compared to O'Hare. O'Hare, I hated it.
You know what, though, man? Here's the deal. This is why that Raff, like you said, I mean, obviously you wanted to get there, but it wasn't pressing. You know what I'm saying?
Yeah.
I don't let it bother me at all.
Nope.
Yeah.
And the reason why is like I don't speak technically until tomorrow afternoon.
Yeah.
But I have a sound check, late morning, whatever. Now I technically could fly out first thing in the morning.
Yeah.
But if there's a situation like Raff's, I'm screwed.
Well, even Husker volleyball last night was delayed.
Yeah. Oh, was it?
They were delayed on getting out of here.
See, that's why I fly, especially post-COVID. They have fewer pilots. They have
100%.
fewer TSA. They have fewer flight attendants. All of the airline industry is hurting as far as on time and expediency as far as that goes. So I just say, you know what? I'm leaving a day and a half early to where you buffer that room for it, and then I just bring a lot of books.
Yeah,
and then
I just read a lot of books. I'm just like, you know what? I'll get through a few books. I actually downloaded Step Brothers, fellas.
Good.
Raff,
Right.
the conversation yesterday, AG and Nick were telling me, man, look, dude, you got, because I'd never seen the movie, so I downloaded Step Brothers.
Yeah.
I'm gonna watch that eventually.
Nice.
But the delays and stuff, Raff, as you know, and Nick, as you know, it's, you got to plan ahead. I mean, you just got to know you better build a buffer in there. If you got to be there, like I said, I have to be in Nashville by tomorrow afternoon, so I'm leaving today.
So let me ask you guys this, since we're on the subject of flying. Were you going to say something, Raff? Go ahead.
Oh, I was just going to say, and to be honest too, I was happy that United, Flew United, that they were upfront and honest. They didn't not say anything.
Like, hey, it's going to be 30 minutes.
Didn't give you the runaround.
But they were fully, like he said, it could be 2 to 3 hours. So when it was only an hour, it made them look really good. They were, at least they were honest, and they didn't pull that. Well, it'll be 30 minutes, and we're waiting there for 3 hours.
Yeah.
But and then also had another situation in the Lincoln airport. I just remembered this.
Oh boy.
They oversold the plane. So there was 50 people on the plane. There was 51 people. And the PA agent came on and goes, until one of you gives up your seat, this plane is going nowhere.
They
didn't
offer anything up for it?
Well, they did, but it was funny because it was like, if no one offered it up, we weren't taking off at all just because of one person. I was like, wouldn't you? I mean, they were the ones that overbooked it. Could they go back in the system, find out which one was? Go, we apologize, but you were that person.
Yeah.
But yeah, so luckily someone gave up their seat, so we were able to take off from there.
Wow, that's crazy. Speaking of flying, guys, did you see what Frontier is doing this year?
Saw that.
Frontier is offering a Go Wild all-you-can-fly pass for 2025. It's a limited time offer of $299 for the entire year. It's
$300 for the year.
$300 for the entire year. An unlimited number of flights through Frontier, access to Frontier's domestic and international destinations. Get confirmed bookings the day before flight departure for domestic travel and starting 10 days before flight departure for international travel. Plan ahead and book select flights early. Simply search and choose Go Wild when available. And a booking charge, an early booking charge may apply. And something that's new is you earn miles on all flights, on all purchases, plus your elite status for free bags and seats. So this is a thing where you can buy it's essentially an all-you-can-fly pass. And you might have to pay a small fee if you book earlier or book ahead of time, or if it's not like a day or two in advance, which is a little bit of an issue.
You ever flown Frontier?
Never.
Don't.
I'm joking. That's what I'm saying. So that's what I'm wondering is would you guys do it? $300 for all you can fly.
Back in 96, I would. They were decent in 96.
Raff, would you say that particular airline's kind of slipping a little bit in the past decade?
Yeah, probably the last couple of decades, yeah.
AG is here. Hello, AG.
Hey, good morning.
AG, Frontier is offering all you can fly for $299 from May 1st, 2025 to April 30th, 2026. Would you take advantage of the all you can fly pass for Frontier?
I'd like to read the details. Maybe. Well, it's a maybe.
You logistical person.
I'm gonna tell you, man, the few times I've been on Frontier, yeah.
There's a resident 93.7 the ticket host
charge you for everything.
Do they really?
Yeah, they do. Everything's a la carte, just about.
Yeah,
and they add on extra fees, like serious extra fees. That's why I said I would have to read the details.
Yeah,
man. They
$60 for a seatbelt.
Yeah,
yeah, it gets ridiculous.
I don't need the seatbelt.
Yeah, I try to steer away from certain airlines for a reason. I'll deal with the inconvenience. Because think about it, guys. Here's the reality. And AG, you know this. We all know this. We travel. You're going to have inconveniences with all of them.
100%.
And you just build it into your mental Rolodex. So if it goes smooth, that's the exception. It's no longer the rule for a lot of airlines now. And so I just make sure I got my books loaded up on my iPad, a few movies loaded up, and just, like I said, that's why I just leave early. You know, AG, I was telling them the days of leaving, let's say, AG, you had a speaking or an autograph session in Green Bay tomorrow at 3:00. I don't think, maybe I can't speak for you, but prior to COVID, I would have flown out the morning of and felt comfortable. Now, post-COVID, I would not feel comfortable doing that. And I just don't do that anymore. I fly out the day before to give ample time.
It depends on the distance for me.
Is it
and
different
what
with
time,
a private jet?
And what time in no. Stop it, Raff. Just stop it. No, I would. It depends on the time of the day of the event. So if it's in the afternoon of the day of, if it's later in the afternoon, like 5 or 6, then I'll fly the day of. But if it's something early, no, I'm definitely coming in the day before.
Yeah. I've been found out, AG and Raff, though, that because they can't reschedule a conference. If you're the speaker there, you got to be there. And I just don't take that chance anymore. Even in Chicago, if I was speaking tomorrow at 3:00 in Chicago, now I might not leave this morning, but I'd be leaving this afternoon.
Yeah,
I wouldn't even take if I was speaking at 4:00 tomorrow in Chicago from Lincoln. It's a one shot. But you get in a Rav situation, they cancel it, they boost it because it's out of Lincoln. In particular, you have very limited flights. Even Omaha, if you're not careful. Long story short, I just don't take that chance anymore, man.
Guys, before we get to break, we got a little bit of breaking news. There's been a coaching hire in the college football world. Yes. Obviously, Wake Forest, their head coach Dave Clawson stepped down a couple of days ago. They have swiftly and quickly moved to hire Washington State head coach Jake Dickert to be their new head coach. Washington State, obviously not a bad season in the Pac-2 essentially, but this is that upgrade, that move for Jake Dickert to get to a Power 4 institution where you're playing for the playoff rather than, yes, you're playing for the playoff everywhere, but it's much easier if you're able to get an automatic bid from the ACC through Wake Forest. But Washington State, you kind of feel bad for them because they're kind of falling apart. They had a couple of nice defensive players enter the transfer portal for at least to start. They were able to keep not only their head coach Jake Dickert, but also their quarterback John Mateer. Well, then Ben Arbuckle, Washington State's offensive coordinator, went and got hired as the OC at Oklahoma. John Mateer, the quarterback who had a really nice season, he enters the portal, and now the head coach is gone as well. So Washington State's going to have to go through somewhat of a retool and rebuild going forward, starting all the way at the top with their head coach as Jake Dickert takes the head coaching spot at Wake Forest. So still newsy, still a newsworthy day. A couple of days going forward. Nebraska still hosting some guys, but definitely that little piece of breaking news before we get to break, my friends.
Folks, when we come back, I want to get your opinion. I just want to be thinking about it over the break. If you're a Chiefs fan, we have a lot of Chief listeners as well on here. Would you start Mahomes on this weekend against the Houston Texans? Would you start Mahomes? Also, it's been a major change in Atlanta for the Falcons as well. We'll discuss that when we come back. Of course, we got Husker news to discuss. Who's in? Some new signings took place yesterday. And as mentioned as well, there's going to be some guys visiting today, actually for the rest of the week as far as that goes, before the Huskers take off for New York, I believe on Monday. We'll be back, folks, on this wonderful Wednesday. It's The Drive. Be right back.
Go Hog Wild Pit Barbecue. It's $5.99 barbecue time. Hurry to Hog Wild for a complete barbecue meal that's only $5.99. Get a one-meat sandwich loaded with our award-winning barbecue, plus your choice of a classic side and drink for just $5.99. Upgrade your sandwich to beef brisket for just $1 more. Join us for lunch or dinner in Lincoln at 3210 Cornhusker Highway. Order online at GoHogWild.com.
But don't be late, we close at 8.
At Fairway Meat Market, your family. And as part of the family, they want to save you money on your meat and groceries. The holidays are here, and Fairway has everything you need for charcuterie boards, shrimp trays, party platters, wine, beer, spirits, and more. Plus, custom fresh cuts on USDA choice or prime grade beef, all-natural pork, fresh chicken, and seafood. Your holiday meals start at Fairway Meat Market in the Rockledge Square Shopping Center just south of 84th and Van Dorn.
'Tis the season to raise a little Cane with Raising Cane's. Spread joy with craveable chicken finger meals and treat everyone on your nice list to a Cane's gift card or plush puppy, which benefits local pet organizations. Happy holidays from Raising Cane's. One love.
Your Christmas list changes a lot as you get older. Dreams of video games, remote control cars, and baseball gloves turn into dreams of shoes. You know, practical things. Brown Shoe Fit is the king of shoes in Lincoln, with brands like Sorel, Ugg, Brooks, Hoka, and more to make you fashionable and comfortable. Grab a new Ridge wallet or buy 3, get 1 free on Smart Wool socks for the ultimate stocking stuffer. And don't forget a reliable gift card for that hard-to-buy person in your life. Brown Shoe Fit at 66th and Q in Lincoln.
Be sure to check out the top-selling Recomp. Recomp helps build lean muscle and strength while decreasing body fat. Recomp is ideal for men and women of all ages trying to look their best. Recomp can only be found in Nutrition Authority. For info, visit mynutritionauthority.com.
League One Volleyball is coming to Omaha this January. Featuring Olympic medalist Jordan Larson and Justine Wong-Arantes, Love Omaha Volleyball is Omaha's newest pro team. The inaugural season will showcase some of the world's best volleyball players, from medalists to NCAA champions and international superstars, with the action kicking off on January 24th at the Liberty First Credit Union Arena. Visit lovb.com for more information and to purchase tickets. Volleyball is the next major league.
Wrestling fans, it's time to elevate your game, just like Stevens & Smith Construction does for your concrete needs. As your full-service concrete contractor, we deliver solid results every time. From singles to doubles, fighting for inside position to scrambling reversals, we know how to pin down quality and slam expectations. Stevens & Smith Construction, a proud sponsor of Takedown Tuesdays on 93.7 The Ticket, where Husker wrestlers bring you all the action. Don't stall. Stevens & Smith Construction is here to help you build a concrete foundation for the win. Check us out at www.stevensandsmith.com, because stalling is a penalty and winning is the only option.
When we're building homes for people, we're really trying to advise on the things that are going to create value so that when they go to sell it, they're going to have equity so that they can go build their second home.
Bob Benish is the founder and president of Aspen Builders, online at aspenbuildersinc.com.
You know, the year has been a great year for Aspen Builders. We have had many repeat customers. We've been very blessed with great office staff, with great employees, and great subcontractors. We worked with a lot of new people building their dream home. We've built some great relationships. A lot of those relationships will continue. We'll be building them another new home down the road. So I'd like to take this time to wish all of our past customers and our future customers a very Merry Christmas and a Happy New Year.
Make your dream a reality and call Aspen Builders at 423-6811. Online at aspenbuildersinc.com. Your dream home is waiting at Aspen Builders.
Are you looking to upgrade or improve the garage door on your home? This is Cameron Hall of Doors Plus. At Doors Plus, we guarantee to offer a wide selection of options from 5 leading garage door manufacturers as we deliver a free estimate, exact measurements, and rapid installation with a 3 to 5 week time frame. When you choose Doors Plus for your residential garage door needs, you'll work with our experienced technicians and be ensured that your new door seamlessly complements your home. Give us a call at 402-590-5800 or visit us online at doorsplusllc.com. Doors Plus, garage doors and more.
Celebrate Christmas this year with Venue Restaurant and Lounge and our Christmas to-go meal packages. Our options include rosemary brown sugar prime rib with horseradish cream, andouille cornbread pork roulade with a sage country gravy, pistachio cranberry butter roasted duck with an orange glaze, and an herb roasted whole chicken with lemon thyme cream sauce. You choose delivery right to your home or pick up at our Venue at Home storefront. Order today at holidaysbyvenue.net. That's holidaysbyvenue.net.
I'm Steve Carper, and I'm here to tell you that there's never been a better time to buy flooring. Whether you need carpet, wood flooring, ceramic tile, vinyl, area rugs, or custom blinds, you got to come to O Street Carpet. With our 12-month interest-free financing, you can do one room or your whole house and leave your holiday budget intact. And with our huge in-stock selection, you can buy today and we'll install it right away. 1732 O Street. We want to make you a customer for life.
Everyone should have a collection of something. For some, it's stamps or coins, expensive cars, or even watches. But for a lot of people, it's sports cards. And there's no better way to grow your collection than with the help of Capital City Sports Cards, Lincoln's first and only collector-first sports cards and memorabilia shop. Capital City Sports Cards connects collectors of all ages and demographics with unique collectibles sure to bring any collection to life, no matter the budget. Visit Capital City Sports Cards near 56th and Old Cheney or through their eBay storefront. Capital City Sports Cards, Lincoln's premier sports card and memorabilia store.
Experience the Landmark difference with the next level of dealer support. Landmark, your local John Deere dealer, continually works to have parts on hand the first time you walk in the door. Our internal route system means we can get the parts to you typically same or next day to keep you up and running. At Landmark, we understand time is money. Get more uptime with our after-hours parts and service support on the phone or in the field. Stop by your local Landmark today to experience the Landmark difference.
Everybody likes choices when it comes to gifts, and a Max Tan gift card offers spray tanning, UV tanning, and red light therapy at all Lincoln locations. Give the gift that everyone wants this holiday season by visiting any Max Tan location in Lincoln or at maxtan.net.
Now back to The Drive with AD, Raff, and Ahman Green on 93.7 The Ticket and theticketfm.com.
All right, folks, we're back on this beautiful Wednesday morning. The Chiefs, Red Kingdom. They take on Houston this weekend, and Mahomes suffered an injury at about 7 minutes, 7:40, give or take, in the fourth quarter. They were going for it on a 4th and 3, and Mahomes takes a hit. AG, Raff, Nick, they traveled back home, charter flight, of course, back from Cleveland, and he went right to the facility and had more treatment done. He said Monday was the same in the facility for about 12 hours. AG, talk about injuries like that when you're trying to get back for a game. It wasn't as bad. He mentioned it wasn't as bad as 2022 when they were playing Jacksonville. It got rolled up pretty bad. It was a high ankle sprain, obviously very, very sensitive, finicky, etc. You've been through those things before. I'm asking you this. Are you going to leave it more to your – if you're going to a game like they have coming in against Houston this weekend, playing against Houston this weekend?
Yeah, I'm going to look at him, make sure he runs through practice and looks good. It looks normal. And he'll tell us, he'll tell the coaches. I mean, I know he likes to grit it out. I know he did it, like I said, his second rookie year, that injury too. And he had a couple of injuries where he's fought through it. But, with them already clinching the division – they got a little insurance there, so if they need to put in a Wentz, I think that's something that's doable in Andy Reid's mind, just to keep her. Don't want to put Pat in a bad situation because he's not as mobile as he usually is. So, no, I'll just play it by ear. Today's Wednesday, so today's the first day that you're on the field and in meetings, and go from there. That's it. I mean, with the like I said, with them already on top, 13-1, 7-0 at home. Only lost one game, so everything is it's real. This is more of a real easy decision if he was just basically say you tell Pat, hey, yes or no. But we're gonna also talk it out too, because if it was more like 9-5 and a close race in the division, then there you go. Then you might have to push it a little bit. But then it's like, hey, it's okay. We could put Carson in. He can manage this thing and come away with. If he comes away, he could come away to win with the way defense is playing, or not, but it won't hurt their positioning.
Raff, Marcus Spears came out pretty adamant. He says, sit him down. The former defensive end, of course. He said, forget being cautious, sit him down. Look, home field advantage doesn't mean anything if he's not healthy. Doesn't matter. Patrick Mahomes is going to be a reason that Kansas City wins. So it doesn't matter. Patrick Mahomes is going to be the reason that Kansas City wins the Super Bowl if it happens. Raff, do you sit him down regardless? Because, when you're a competitor, I mean, obviously these are two extreme situations. So I'm even cautious to even compare the two. You look at Tua's injury. Obviously, Tua was, that was obviously brain, neurological, or Patrick's an ankle. Do you have to protect athletes sometimes from themselves? It looks like the guy's going through, again, this is neurological, so it's out there. But I'm simply saying, Patrick is a great salesman too. Andy, I'm good. Where are you drawing the line with Mahomes on Sunday?
Well, I put a lot of thought into this, and that ankle.
You did being a Broncos
fan. That ankle's injured, and Bronze and Platinum, or whatever his kids' names are, they're getting older and they're wanting to run around and play with their daddy. So I'm thinking that maybe Patrick Mahomes probably should just retire.
I'm glad we asked Raff the most.
He's got to look at his future and walking, and I think retirement would probably be what they need to do on Sunday.
Well, so AD, I told you this kind of coming in. Also, we're just gonna move on from that. I told you this coming in with it being a sprain, right? And guys, like it can't get worse. That's the way I look at this too. It's not like it's something to where it can. Yeah, you can re-aggravate it, sure, but also it can never get worse. And so through it all, if the Chiefs want to play Patrick Mahomes, they'll find ways to hopefully protect him. They'll maybe lean on the conventional run game a little bit more. Maybe he'll have to figure out a way to maybe not evade and elude the pocket as often as he does.
Well, he's been pressured. Looking at these stats here, 54% of his dropbacks,
and that's another part of it.
That's the thing.
Is the offensive line going to be able to hold up to where they don't have to worry about him behind the back there?
We got DJ Humphries. He joined about a month ago. He missed yesterday's practice. He's kind of recovering from a hamstring, which to be finicky and iffy. And then what they did, and then Reed, he moved Joe Thuney, switched him to left tackle instead of playing second-year left tackle Wanya Morris.
Yeah.
And then Caliendo made his first start at left guard. So Andy Reid is shuffling some guys around. And the thing about it is the Chiefs and Andy Reid are fortunate to have many guys on that roster that can play a lot of positions, obviously with the exception of center, but can switch to left and right guard, left and right tackle. That tackle position, obviously one that you better make sure the guy's really got his head on a swivel, because you definitely can't afford to have Patrick getting his head knocked off from the blind side as far as that goes. And
a lot of this too is what their confidence level on Carson Wentz is.
They won't need it. If he can't play, they're just going, Carson, you going in. It's as simple as that.
Andy said, he said we have full trust in Carson. Think about Wentz. This guy's been in the league almost a decade. He's been playing 8 years.
Could have been an MVP.
What's that?
Could have been an MVP.
Got hurt.
Yeah, he's. I would not be concerned whatsoever.
Can I switch over to another quarterback conversation in the NFL?
You're talking about the ATL, right?
The Atlanta Falcons.
Yes.
Did you guys see this?
Yes.
Yeah.
They're benching Kirk Cousins and going with Michael Penix.
Yes.
And they got a victory.
Well, this comes a couple of months after they signed Kirk Cousins to a couple $100 million deal. They're benching him.
Yeah.
At least they signed Kirk to what was like $180 million.
Let's look at this.
Yeah.
Okay.
Kirk Cousins. So now he's struggled a little bit. Atlanta struggled a little bit, but you just made this a longer term commitment to him. I think it was 3 years, $180 million, if I remember correctly. And what is it? What are we like 15 weeks into the season? You're benching him.
It put it this way. If they were to release him, it would cost them $65 million in dead money.
It reminds me a lot.
If they release him after the season. Now check this out. If they hold him through 2025, they could cut him after that. It will only be a $25 million dead cap. So you got to ask yourself.
Or you find somebody, a sucker. You find somebody like that, a sucker organization,
offload that money
to take it off. Take it off their hands.
Denver, no disrespect, Raff.
Just like Denver.
Pittsburgh did with Denver.
Just like Denver.
But see, one of the things that's going to save them a little bit, though, is Penix is on a rookie contract. So they actually could afford, they could have him back up for another year.
It's still
100%.
It's still AG. You still got $180 million sitting on the bench over
at this point, it's not even a money thing. It's about a gameplay thing. Last couple of weeks, he's throwing a lot of interceptions. He's struggling right now. So this is a thing, regardless of where they're at in this NFC South race, they're looking at that. And maybe it's something telling them on the inside that we got to, let the young kid get some snaps or something. He's 18 for 16 in touchdown interceptions right now. So that is obviously a big deal. Just 2 off having, being even. That's not good. That's not a good stat for any quarterback in the NFL, especially a guy of his caliber. So this is like more something internal that we don't know, but a decision that I'm looking at from what I know with the stats, I would consider it, because we're not, they're kind of in the race, but not in the race. There's a couple big losses that they've had, in the last couple of weeks because of Kirk Cousins' play. So that right there is going to, make it more of an easy decision, regardless. This, the part of the NFL, you at this point of the year, you're not looking at contracts. You're like trying to put yourself in a situation to win or get to, get out of the season, and finish it off, because you got it. You had a guy that was playing well, and now he's not. And now you got to maybe get some reps for the young guys just for next year.
100%. One minor detail, guys, is that it's going to be interesting just simply because Michael Penix throws from the left side. So it's just a minor detail where it's a little adjustment on how they run plays, what side of the field they run to. How do they get Michael Penix, who's about to start his first game in his career this next weekend? How do they get him comfortable and like AG said, do things around him, whether that's through play calling, personnel, whatever it may be, to give him the best chance to be successful.
You know, AG and Raff.
And he was sacked 28 times by Kirk Cousins. Let me just throw that in there too. So that doesn't help as well.
A lot too, AG. That is a lot.
And we already know he has PTSD. So
yep.
Let's just be real. Let's be real.
You like that? You like that? Well, think about this. If you go to break, man, they have a 23% chance of winning the division, right? The division. And they have a 31% chance to make it to the playoffs. So it's kind of like you said, AG, earlier. Hey, it ain't about the contracts now. It's like we got to get the best chance to get the postseason.
This is Baker's year. They're not going through Baker.
We'll see.
You never know, man. You never know.
That's why we play the game.
That's why you play it. You never know. You never know. It's going to be an interesting month coming up. That's for sure.
Correctamundo.
Yeah.
Folks, when we come back, we got some history to get into. It's The Drive. It's Wednesday. We'll be right back.
Everybody likes choices when it comes to gifts, and a Max Tan gift card offers spray tanning, UV tanning, and red light therapy at all Lincoln locations. Give the gift that everyone wants this holiday season by visiting any Max Tan location in Lincoln or at maxtan.net.
Celebrate Christmas this year with Venue Restaurant and Lounge and our Christmas to-go meal packages. Our options include rosemary brown sugar prime rib with horseradish cream, andouille cornbread pork roulade with a sage country gravy, pistachio cranberry butter roasted duck with an orange glaze, and an herb roasted whole chicken with lemon thyme cream sauce. You choose delivery right to your home or pickup at our Venue at Home storefront. Order today at holidaysbyvenue.net. That's holidaysbyvenue.net.
Everyone should have a collection of something. For some, it's stamps or coins, expensive cars, or even watches. But for a lot of people, it's sports cards. And there's no better way to grow your collection than with the help of Capital City Sports Cards, Lincoln's first and only collector-first sports cards and memorabilia shop. Capital City Sports Cards connects collectors of all ages and demographics with unique collectibles sure to bring any collection to life, no matter the budget. Visit Capital City Sports Cards near 56th and Old Cheney or through their eBay storefront. Capital City Sports Cards, Lincoln's premier sports card and memorabilia store.
Attention all wing fans! Buffalo Wings and Rings has daily specials that will make you want to stop in on all days of the week. Kids eat free on Mondays, and on Tuesdays, enjoy 89-cent boneless or traditional wings at a price that makes the whole family happy. And come back on Wednesdays for $1.29 chicken tenders all day long. Get to Wings and Rings today at 68th and O or in Williamsburg Village.
Are you a skilled mechanic looking for your next big opportunity? Constructors is hiring. We're looking for experienced mechanics to join our family-owned team. We offer competitive wages, great benefits, brand new service trucks, OEM-level diagnostic software, and career growth opportunities. Positions include lead and A-level mechanics for our shop and multiple field technicians. If you're driven and ready to grow with a company that's been around since 1908, apply today at constructorslincoln.com.
Rosie's Sports Bar and Grill, open for lunch and dinner at 1501 Center Park Road.
You never think cancer will happen to you. I smoked for over 40 years. My doctor recommended that I get annual lung cancer screening. They were able to catch my cancer at stage 1. It's never too late to quit. Even if you're still smoking, you need to ask your doctor about annual lung cancer screening. Just 30 minutes a year could save your life.
Call the Nebraska Tobacco Quit Line, 1-800-QUIT-NOW, 1-800-784-8669. Paid for by Tobacco Free Nebraska. Aired with the Nebraska Broadcasters Association and this station.
If you're a homeowner or a business owner, you have a lot of projects, and no one has an unlimited budget or time. Sunbelt Rentals makes all jobs less stressful with no need to purchase large equipment or hire a crew. You can do it yourself with rentals and everything from aerators and power rakes for spring yard work to stump grinders, concrete mixers, tile saws, and more. Check out their inventory in Lincoln, north of Cornhusker Highway on 56th Street, or online at sunbeltrentals.com. When you need a new water heater, nothing beats the ProLine family of water heaters from A.O. Smith. ProLine models are built using commercial-grade components, meaning they're built to help you tackle your toughest days. No matter if you need a gas or electric model, A.O. Smith has a ProLine unit for you. A.O. Smith, innovation has a name. Call Bryant at 402-467-1111 for a great deal on a water heater today. Again, that's 402-467-1111.
Start your Sundays off right with Jeff and Nicole Essink on Fitness Fanatics. Jeff and Nicole discuss health and wellness, how to achieve fitness goals, and more through the life of gym owners and gym goers. It's Fitness Fanatics from 9 to 11 a.m. on Sundays on 93.7 The Ticket and theticketfm.com. League One Volleyball is coming to Omaha this January. Featuring Olympic medalist Jordan Larson and Justine Wong-Arantes, Love Omaha Volleyball is Omaha's newest pro team. The inaugural season will showcase some of the world's best volleyball players, from medalists to NCAA champions and international superstars, with the action kicking off on January 24th at the Liberty First Credit Union Arena. Visit LOVB.com for more information and to purchase tickets. Volleyball is the next major league. It's game on at Elway Power Sports of Lincoln, Nebraska's premier Kawasaki dealership. Score big on Kawasaki's all-new Ridge lineup. The Ridge XR, Ridge HVAC, and the Ridge Limited, all built to take on your day with a full factory cab, including heat and AC. Stop by Indian Motorcycle of Lincoln today and rule the streets on an Indian motorcycle with customer cash and trade-in credits up to $2,000 during the month of December. Save big on their massive selection of side-by-sides, all-terrain vehicles, motorcycles, and power watercraft on end-of-the-year specials store-wide at their new 27th and I-80 location.
I'm Steve Carper, and I'm here to tell you that there's never been a better time to buy flooring. Whether you need carpet, wood flooring, ceramic tile, vinyl, area rugs, or custom blinds, you got to come to O Street Carpet. With our 12-month interest-free financing, you can do one room or your whole house and leave your holiday budget intact. And with our huge in-stock selection, you can buy today and we'll install it right away. 1732 O Street. We want to make you a customer for life.
Outside is where winter adventure unfolds. On frozen lakes, icy landscapes, and snow-covered slopes. Feeling the cold air rush by as you race downhill. The freedom of gliding with ease and the warmth of being together. From epic sled rides to the fun of ice fishing, it's all right here beneath Nebraska skies. Start your winter adventure at yournebraskaparks.com. Sponsored by Nebraska Game and Parks, aired with the Nebraska Broadcasters Associations and this station.
Looking for a last-minute Christmas gift for the Husker fan in the family? Look no further. Share the Husker spirit by purchasing a women's basketball starting five mini plan today for just $65. The plan includes reserved seats for 5 home Big Ten matches for just $65. The Big Ten schedule is packed, with the Huskers hosting 7 contests against 2024 postseason qualifiers. Help us show the Big Ten what Husker Nation is all about by purchasing your starting five mini plan today. Don't wait. Head over to huskers.com/tickets and secure your seat. Go Big Red.
Now back to The Drive with AD, Raff, and Ahman Green on 93.7 The Ticket and theticketfm.com.
Boom, boom, boom. Folks, we are back on this wonderful Wednesday. MT Westy, what's up, my man? MT Westy says he's a Bucks fan. The Falcons have already beat the Bucks twice this year. The difference now is the Bucks are getting hot at the right time, and the Falcons have been getting cold at the absolute worst time. MT Westy,
didn't realize that.
Yeah, MT Westy, I tell you what, I'm impressed with the Bucks because you lose 2 of your top receivers. And Godwin and not Allen. What's the other guy's name? Godwin and it is Allen, right?
With receiver?
Mike Evans is healthy.
Evans.
Mike Evans.
The one who was hurt for a while though. I know Godwin
was hurt for a while.
Yeah. He's still gone.
Godwin's out for the year. Evans is still there. Evans had a pulled hamstring, but he's back now.
He was out, I think, at least 2 games though.
Yeah, Godwin's just been having unfortunate injuries at the wrong time of the year. You know.
Yeah, and
when he's healthy, he's a problem. He's a good receiver.
Because Raff, he got knocked. It was about a month ago that he
had that devastating leg injury.
Yeah.
Well, a trivia question: where did Chris Godwin go to school?
Gosh darn it! I was hoping that you were going to say Mike Evans.
Mike Evans, easy. That's an A&M guy. He's a first round pick.
I have no idea where
he played in the Big Ten Conference
Godwin?
at a team that is in the college football playoff this year.
Penn State.
There it is.
I didn't realize
he
Godwin
played.
was Penn State.
He was on that Trace McSorley, Saquon Barkley Big Ten championship team.
Heck, he was in the audience when I was speaking. I didn't know that.
Chris Godwin was on that Penn State team that won the
MC Westy got it.
not the national championship, the Big Ten championship
Huh.
with Trace McSorley and
I remember McSorley because McSorley, he was the backup to somebody. It was a dual threat that year, I believe, for Penn State, quarterback wise.
Yeah, oh yeah. He was good.
It was a dual threat, and they switched. I can't remember the other quarterback's name, but I remember that.
Good kid.
See, if you hire AD to speak for you, you become an NFL receiver.
yeah. MT Westy says, "I'll do you guys one better. What is Chris Godwin's legal name? Do you guys know any of this?
No,
no, I do
know this
not.
at all?
No, I do not.
So Christopher is his middle name.
That's my middle name.
Oh.
Well, that's crazy. I bet it's about a lot of people's middle name.
I'm saying his first name's Aaron. Aaron Christopher Godwin.
I bet a lot of people have the middle name Christopher.
I'm gonna gut punch Nick in a second. I'm gonna punch him right in the throat.
It is a 3-letter name. Rod Christopher Godwin is the legal name. So there you go, MT Westy. Let's do this back and forth, MT Westy. Let's go.
Unknown texture 6496. Sit him, play him. It doesn't matter. Bo Nix is getting ready to take over. Raff, that is I'm sure he's from Colorado. Unknown texture 6496. He says Bo Nix is getting ready for the Super Bowl this year. Okay.
I did see that Bo Nix is one of the, statistically, percentage-wise, Raff, this is important for you, is one of the best quarterbacks against the spread. He is one of the most successful quarterbacks when he against the sports betting spread. So for folks like you, Raff,
thanks for clarifying. I had no clue what spread was, so
that's important to know.
I was like, what against what spread?
Yeah,
where
against something? Yeah,
is it like peanut butter and jelly? I don't know,
something like that. AD, what you got for history today, my friend?
Will, in history,
today's a boring day of history.
What's that? Yeah, there wasn't a lot. But Husker history, there was quite a bit on Husker history as far as that goes.
A boring day
for them. Everyone's heard about testosterone replacement therapy, but how do you know who to trust? Ageless Men's Health is the nation's leader in testosterone and weight loss. No upselling, no unnecessary supplements, just real solutions. With a team of registered nurses and nurse practitioners, they look at your whole health and create a playbook you'll understand. They use the best products, including HCG, to keep your body safe and protect your fertility. This is the best team in the game, and they're ready to earn your trust. Google Ageless Men's Health Lincoln and check out their 175 plus 5-star reviews. Dave Renew said, David DF says, Nicholas Allen. Is that your middle name?
He spelled my middle name wrong, though.
How do you spell it?
ALAN.
I thought it was PUNK.
It is not.
Dang.
That's crazy.
He's coming in hot.
Guys, this is
coming in hot.
You guys see, this is what people don't know is I offered AD a ride this morning, so that he didn't have to leave his car at the airport. I offered him a ride from his house to the station, and I said, "Hey, I could even take you from the station to the airport if you'd like, because I got some meetings to go to." And this is how they treat me.
Well, when you made fun of my middle name, I
didn't make fun of it.
I had to throw a blow.
You just said you were sitting there going, "Oh, Christopher, that's my middle name," and I was like, "Well, I bet there's millions of other people's middle name too."
You have a problem with the name Christopher, Nick?
I do have a problem with the name Christopher. Everybody that's got an affiliation with the name Chris or Christopher, they got issues. So,
Ahman, what's your middle name?
Rashad.
Rashad.
Yes. I was named after Ahmad Rashad.
Well, folks, in Husker history, this was something where a lot of people still at times have either way. But in 2009, the Big Ten Conference announced it's going to explore expansion. Coach Osborne at the time, head coach of Nebraska, AD at Nebraska, said he doesn't see Nebraska making that move from the Big 12. However, things changed, and I know the story from Coach Osborne itself. Texas was trying to basically kind of like be like Duke and Duke of trading place. They tried to corner the conference by signing their own networks and tried to basically pillage the whole conference. And Coach Osborne was like, no, that's not going to happen. There were some things said in the meetings in the Big 12 that were not told to Coach the truth, basically. And he said, that's enough. I know there's mixed feelings of it on Nebraska going to the Big Ten from a logistical standpoint. Heck, you could go to a game in Manhattan or Lawrence or even Ames as far as that goes. If you want to make it a day trip, depending on the kickoff, you could do that. So I understand that. I miss those close games in a lot of the fabric, one of those. But I understand from a business standpoint why Nebraska did head to the Big Ten as far as that goes. Raffy, what you got, my man?
Well, I got a birthday today. Turning 24 years old today, Jaden Daniels, quarterback for the Washington Commanders.
Nice.
So I guess I noticed that, he turned 24, which for a rookie, that's maybe a little bit older than normal, but Hillman, Bodnick's both 24-year-olds. So I don't know if that plays into it, that with the experience that they had in college, more experience.
For Bo, for sure.
Hmm.
He was at 2 universities within the COVID time. So getting a lot of reps playing with 2 different coaches, learning how to learn and unlearn something. So that definitely helped him a lot coming to NFL next. So
yeah, for sure. AG, got anything?
Yeah, the first Mario Party game came out way back in 1998, bro.
I have problems with Mario Party. So,
Mario Party is so fun.
It's rigged.
Why is it rigged?
I'm just saying it's rigged.
It's a video game. It can't be rigged. No, I'm just kidding.
Oh, they can be rigged.
No, I know they can. That's why it was sarcasm. Okay.
Yeah. I got one quick Husker history thing for the diehard Nebraska football recruiting fan over the last 5-6 years. On this day, I believe in 2020, Nebraska earns the signature of a defensive back from South Dade High School in Miami, Florida.
What year?
2020.
2020.
Jaden Francois. This is a name a lot of Husker fans will remember. Jaden Francois on this day signed with Scott Frost and his staff. This is one of those recruitments that Nebraska, there was rumors leading up to it, just minutes before signing, that Miami had swooped in and gotten the hometown kid, Jaden Francois. This was part of that giant recruiting class from the state of Florida. Keyshawn Green was part of this class. Jaden Francois, obviously. But nonetheless, Francois he walks out. People might remember this. They live streamed his signing day press conference or, his signing day ceremony. He walked out into the hallway and took a phone call. Husker fans started freaking out. He came back out, signed with the Huskers, never played a game at Nebraska, transferred before the season even started, or entered the portal before the season even started, ended up transferring to UCF, played at UCF for 2 seasons, and then he finished at a school out west, Utah State. Jaden Francois, that he just wrapped up his 4th year of college ball out at Utah State. So that was a defensive back Husker fans were really, really excited about, really high on, because Nebraska had beaten out some really good schools for him as well. But unfortunately, it's the list. It's one name on the list of guys that didn't play a snap at Nebraska.
Wow. I forgot about that cat, man.
I don't even remember him.
A really fun exercise, guys, is to just go through the 2018, 2019, 2020 recruiting classes and see, number one, who Nebraska almost got and just missed out on. Number 2 is the ones that did end up signing but never panned out, because you realize, man, I forgot about how excited Husker fans were about this player or that player, and it just never, unfortunately, worked out.
It's happened a lot.
Right.
Yeah, right. Like adding to Tyjon Lindsey is one of them, and I mean, you can go down the list on some of them.
Did Dakotas Crawford hit the portal down at La Tech? I've AG Raff, you guys know, I haven't looked it up, but I was just curious where he ended up. Where did Dakotas Crawford? Where did he end up going? Because he went to La Tech.
You said something Crawford.
Dakotas.
Yeah, Dakotas is still at Louisiana Tech.
Still there.
Yep, Dakotas. Because he had the NIL deal with
that's a dope name. I'm sorry, that's a dope name. Dakotas.
Yeah, he had the NIL deal with the heating and air company. It was pretty sick.
That's like Snoop Dogg and what he's doing right now to the game.
You and Snoop Dogg, man.
Hey, he came at an important time in my life. I was influential. I was around 15, 16 years old. Can't help it, man. Can't help it.
You and Snoop.
Hey, we're gonna do something together. I don't know what it is. We're gonna do something big together. It's gonna
hopefully
happen.
a song.
It's gonna happen. It might be because I already met him once and we played Madden, so we had a good time with that. So
You played Madden with Snoop Dogg?
yes, indeed.
Did you
Yes,
beat him?
indeed. No, we didn't even finish the game. He went. You know why? He had to bounce out. You know, he had to go do his thing.
Hey, he has asthma.
A little gin and juice.
Yeah.
His inhaler.
Yeah,
He had some things to take care of. He had some things to take care of, and I'm just sitting there waiting, and he never came back.
A little gin and
He
juice.
never came back. But that's him. I gotta understand it. That's a part of his life.
Oh man. Folks, when we come back, there's some guys that we signed yesterday. We'll get into those and dive into those. It's The Drive. It's Wednesday, 937 The Ticket.
Slay the holidays this year with a gift that'll really get them going. One that's built to win, like the new Honda CRF-R Motocrosser. One that's built for fun, like a Honda Mini Moto. Or one for each member of the family, like a Honda CRF Trail Bike. At Rod's Power Sports, you'll find the motorcycle, ATV, or side-by-side they'll love. During the Honda Gifts That Go sales event, you can slay the streets in style with a Grom Mini Moto, slay the trails with the CRF 50F, or pile into a Pioneer 1006 Deluxe Crew that can carry 6 elves over the fields and through the woods all year long. This year, don't just give any gift. Give the gift of outdoor adventure with a ride they'll never forget. Don't miss out. Head to Rod's Power Sports in Lincoln, Nebraska during the Honda Gifts That Go sales event. It's your chance to slay the holidays and your gift list. Dealer participation may vary. See dealer for complete program and safety details.
Bagels and Joe is the perfect place for breakfast or lunch in December. Try one of their delicious breakfast sandwiches or grilled breakfast burritos. Don't forget to snag a gift card for stocking stuffers and bring your family in from out of town. 4 locations in Lincoln and 1 in Seward. Bagels and Joe.
Be sure to check out the top-selling Recomp. Recomp helps build lean muscle and strength while decreasing body fat. Recomp is ideal for men and women of all ages trying to look their best. Recomp can only be found in Nutrition Authority. For info, visit mynutritionauthority.com.
If you're a homeowner or a business owner, you have a lot of projects, and no one has an unlimited budget or time. Sunbelt Rentals makes all jobs less stressful with no need to purchase large equipment or hire a crew. You can do it yourself with rentals and everything from aerators and power rakes for spring yard work to stump grinders, concrete mixers, tile saws, and more. Check out their inventory in Lincoln, north of Cornhusker Highway on 56th Street, or online at sunbeltrentals.com.
M Suits Clothiers, Lincoln's favorite men's store year after year after year. Located 1 block south of 56th and Pine Lake Road, stop in today to get your holiday shopping done and mention this ad for a free pair of dress socks. M Suits Clothiers.
Celebrate Christmas this year with Venue Restaurant and Lounge and our Christmas to-go meal packages. Our options include rosemary brown sugar prime rib with horseradish cream, andouille cornbread pork roulade with a sage country gravy, pistachio cranberry butter roasted duck with an orange glaze, and an herb roasted whole chicken with lemon thyme cream sauce. You choose delivery right to your home or pickup at our Venue at Home storefront. Order today at holidaysbyvenue.net. That's holidaysbyvenue.net.
Nebraska's Christmas Light Show is back and bigger than ever. The Magical Lights of Lincoln Christmas Show runs from Black Friday through New Year's Eve at Sandhills Global Event Center. Bring the family for a show they'll never forget, featuring over 1.5 million lights. Cost is $25 per vehicle from Monday through Thursday, $30 on Friday and Saturday, and also $30 on Christmas Eve and day. Purchase your tickets online today at ChristmasLightsInLincoln.com and get ready to experience a drive-through light show like you've never seen before.
The Body Lab, located at 14th and Yankee Hill, is Lincoln's premier physical therapy and recovery lab. The Body Lab offers trigger point dry needling, cupping therapy, joint manipulation, and so much more. Looking to relax and relieve stress after a long day or difficult workout? The Body Lab's recovery lab is the ideal spot. Featuring infrared sauna, a cold plunge tub, or if you're just looking for enough space to stretch out and reset your mind. Learn more about memberships and schedule your service today at thebodylablnk.com. Or visit the Body Lab in person at 14th and Yankee Hill Road.
Perch Merch is your one-stop shop for all your printing and promotional needs in Lincoln, Nebraska. They specialize in screen printing, embroidery, vehicle wraps, window wraps, print collateral, promotional products, and signage. At Perch Merch, they are committed to delivering high-quality products and exceptional customer service. Their experienced team of designers and printing professionals will work with you every step of the way to ensure that your vision is realized. Call for a quote today at 402-217-5212 or go to perch-merch.com.
93.7 The Ticket, Fox, KFXL weather. Brought to you by Bryant Air Conditioning, Heating, Electrical, and Plumbing.
Your Lincoln forecast for today, we'll see mainly sunny skies with light winds. In the high around 39. Tonight, mainly clear skies with a south breeze and a low around 28. And tomorrow, we'll see mainly sunny skies return, but it will be breezy. We'll see a high near 53. Meteorologist Kyle Flecker for 93.7 The Ticket and theticketfm.com.
When we're building homes for people, we're really trying to advise on the things that are going to create value so that when they go to sell it, they're going to have equity so that they can go build their second home.
Bob Benish is the founder and president of Aspen Builders, online at aspenbuildersinc.com.
You know, the year has been a great year for Aspen Builders. We have had many repeat customers. We've been very blessed with great office staff, with great employees, and great subcontractors. We worked with a lot of new people building their dream home. We've built some great relationships. A lot of those relationships will continue. We'll be building them another new home down the road. So I'd like to take this time to wish all of our past customers and our future customers a very Merry Christmas and a Happy New Year.
Make your dream a reality and call Aspen Builders at 423-6811. Online at aspenbuildersinc.com. Your dream home is waiting at Aspen Builders.
Wrestling fans, it's time to elevate your game, just like Stevens & Smith Construction does for your concrete needs. As your full-service concrete contractor, we deliver solid results every time. From singles to doubles, fighting for inside position to scrambling reversals, we know how to pin down quality and slam expectations. Stevens & Smith Construction, a proud sponsor of Takedown Tuesdays on 93.7 The Ticket, where Husker wrestlers bring you all the action. Don't stall. Stevens & Smith Construction is here to help you build a concrete foundation for the win. Check us out at www.stevensandsmith.com because stalling is a penalty and winning is the only option.
Welcome to The Drive with A.D. Raff and Ahman Green. Former Husker football national champion, speaker, and author, Aaron Davis.
Nebraska will win the national championship. The Cornhuskers beat Miami. It is history, 13-0, and bring that trophy back to Lincoln.
Former Arena Football League quarterback, former head coach of the Capital City Crush, and guru of Husker football history, Chris Raff.
25 straight wins for the Cornhuskers. One of the most dominating stretches in college football history.
We may have seen one of the best teams in the history of college football tonight.
12-year NFL veteran.
He's got some speed to go with strength.
Huskers and Green Bay Packers Hall of Famer.
Shovel pass to Green into Vikings territory. Finally brought down.
And University of Nebraska East Sports coach, Ahman Green.
Look at Green all by himself. 20, 10, touchdown.
Sponsored by Doors Plus on 93.7 The Ticket and theticketfm.com.
Folks, we're back on this wonderful Wednesday. We're going to hop right into it. Jalen George, Nebraska's new defensive lineman that signed from East Tennessee State, and was needed big time as far as getting some interior linemen on there. You think about the guys we're going to have to replace. You know, Nash is going to replace Nash Etchmacher. Ty Robinson, Jamari Butler's gone. MJ Sherman's gone. Kai Wallen is gone. James Williams is gone. And George, you guys started 11 games last year as a redshirt freshman. That was the thing I was curious to see. It's always nice. I mean, it's hard to find a good deal, just good interior linemen on both sides of the ball as far as that goes. But to get a guy like, yet, obviously he's yet to be seen on the field yet, but obviously they've seen enough to get him here and to offer him, which he was glad he signed. Jalen George out of East Tennessee State. Started 11 games for East Tennessee State as a redshirt freshman. As far as that goes, you guys, initial thoughts on getting a guy like him?
Well, I think it's important for a lot of the reasons that you mentioned, right? Where you're going to have some bodies to replace. You went through the list. I would also look at depth wise. for Nebraska football. I think they're going to have to add some more there. What you have coming back, Nebraska is retaining, obviously, Keona Davis. Keona Davis entered the portal at one point, then bounced out of the portal and came back to Nebraska. Cameron Lenhart's still in the room as well. But there's a lot of bodies that, like AD said, did leave. So this provides depth, much needed depth. But there's going to need more. Nebraska, we've talked about it for the last couple of years, guys. And I think you were hoping that this year, with the experience and the interior on that defensive side of the ball, you would hope that there was more pressure, there was more sacks generated. But Nebraska hasn't had a dominant force in terms of a pass rusher since Randy. I mean, that was the last time that if all four
Randy
down,
Gregory,
or at least first, second, and third down, somebody that could play or that wanted to play all three downs, that was able to get to the quarterback every single snap. They just haven't had a dominant pass rusher. Maybe you thought that O'Shawn Mathis was going to be that when they went and got him from the portal. He wasn't, right? You would hope that maybe in year 4 after they return, that Ty Robinson or Nash Hutmaker would have been that. Ty was really, really good, but not to the dominant effect of like a Randy Gregory was. So you hope that Nebraska can eventually get to that point, guys.
For sure.
Yeah, I like. Oh, sorry, AG.
No, you go, Raff. You go. I'll go next.
Oh, I was just gonna say, I think two of the things too that you look at too is his transition coming up to a higher level of football, and then seeing him, in the strength complex, because he's got that size where I think he can put on probably another 20, 25 pounds. So it'll be interesting to see how he progresses through the summer.
Yeah, and I'll say, just looking at the roster, for knowing what you're missing, and then obviously where you had deficits at during the year, is where you evaluate your, who you need. It's like I said, it's becoming, we're talking NFL talk pretty much every day. So it's like, we need this. We need a DB that could do this. We need like you just mentioned, Nick, we need a rusher that could do this, that could change the game at will. Having players that could go out there on a play's notice and say, hey, we need a big play. We know we could count on this defensive back, this DN, this running back, tight end. So just fitting out the roster where in some positions you're kind of set. Having an insurance, it doesn't hurt. With the running back position, I feel even on losing Dante, Emmett still showed up. So then having that room, that's a safe room there. Then other positions, you just evaluate all the positions to see, okay, this is what we may need. Let's get one more player here that is a quality player that can then be an insurance thing. So if we have these players that we know have been here, that know our playbooks, that knows our schemes, then we're good. But if they get hurt, we got to have that. And that's how GMs look at it. We look at rosters. They'll look at rosters and break it down on terms of the quality of player and in terms of how good they are and what their stats look like. So then, we just need somebody to come in to be insurance just in case somebody gets hurt, because we know injuries happen all the time. That's what we started the show talking about with Pat Mahomes and stuff like that. So it's more that NFL feel of evaluating needs and wants pre-draft and all that kind of talk. It's what we're talking about right here, return transfer portal and the NIL stuff that's going on for college football as of today.
Another guy that's in town, I'm not sure if he's committed yet, is Gabe Moore out of Mississippi State. Nick, did you see about him at all? Gabe Moore, he was in town yesterday as well. D-line target for us out of Mississippi State, redshirted last year, didn't play, like I said, to gain more weight, etc. 6'4", 290. He transformed his body to an edge rusher, and so he's in town. So regardless to see what, interested to see what's going to happen with Gabe Moore out of Mississippi State if he decides to get on the Big Red train as well.
So we got a text in from, I believe it was unnamed texter. 0167 says, why is Nebraska recruiting FCS players? It's very underwhelming. There's 2,000 plus players in the portal, and that's what they come up with. Bad. I would push back a little bit on that. I understand where you're coming from. I think we get so infatuated with and myself included in this, we get so caught up in the school that they came from and the Power 4, Power 5, FCS institution, whatever that part is. When in reality, I think, look at it this way, would you prefer to have somebody that comes from an Alabama that played one game, or would you rather somebody come from an FCS program that's successful and that played in 11 or 12 games? I think the experience, the biggest reason, and yes, James Madison is an FBS team, but the biggest reason why Indiana's successful, it's not necessarily because of the program at Indiana. It's because of what they brought in. So much experience. Doesn't matter what level it was at, whether it was FBS or FCS or Power 4 or non-Power 4. It was college football experience, playing together, understanding the mission, right? Mm-hmm. That's why Indiana's successful right now, or in year one of a head coach.
Exactly.
You can get all of these transfers from Ohio State and Alabama, but if they're not there for the correct reasons, then it's not going to pay dividends. I think a lot of these FCS guys, Brian Buschini was an FCS guy. I understand that's a punter, right? And Nebraska needs to find that grit and that mentality on offense and defense. But don't forget, Samari Toure was an FCS guy. Max Brosmer, the quarterback from Minnesota this year, FCS guy. Cam Scatterbo from Arizona State was
Scatterbo. Man, you gotta say that right, man.
Scatterbo. He was a Sacramento State transfer. There are many stories, and then look at Nebraska where they've brought in some high value or high priority transfers. Tyreek Johnson, a 5-star transfer from Ohio State, didn't work out. There's been time and time again where Nebraska or other programs have brought in an Alabama transfer or a Texas transfer or whoever, and it's not been successful. It comes down to evaluation. It comes down to scouting. Yep. And then I think it comes down to players that maybe were missed on the first time in their recruiting process, and now they have something to prove because they have that FCS mindset where they just got to go out and earn it, essentially.
Yeah, I mean, grades, whatever, held him back. A D1 from coming after him because they know that this kid has to develop in the classroom or have to develop somewhere else. And so when Nick talking about, like I said, it's a big deal. And for us, from our time, it was just prop 48s and all that stuff. But now you got a different layer of business that has to go on with the portal and NIL to make sure you bring in, like I said, the needs and wants you need to have for your roster before you even think about bringing the player in, of making sure they know what they're doing, know what they are as a player and as a student.
And when it's all said and done, guys, I think at the common denominator here is how your staff evaluates. You can't miss, right? Mm-hmm. Whether it's it doesn't matter. Take the school out of it from a player and athlete standpoint. Your coaching staff just can't misidentify. Mm-hmm. If you do, then that coaching staff's not going to have a job much longer. Because you're going to get 15 opportunities here this year to try to bring in instant impact players, at least 10 instant impact players. Nebraska will, and if they don't pan out or if they don't work out, well then guess what? Nebraska might not have the most successful season, and they're going to be doing the same exact thing next year, and it's this revolving door. And if your staff can't identify and recruit, well then guess what? You're just going to go through the same process over and over again, expecting a different result. Insanity, you're fired, right? That's just how it is nowadays. Nebraska got away with misidentifying Jeff Sims. That's let's just call it what it was, right? But then they were able to hit on a couple of guys, able to hit in the recruiting game with some instant impact guys. Well, now here we are again after year 2 for Nebraska. They move on from some guys. Some other guys just leave on their own accord. All right. We're about to find out what kind of a recruiter DeKel Shorts at the wide receiver position is. We're about to find out what's the Dana Holgerson pull for a wide receiver out of the portal that's looking for a jump in his final year of college football to make it to the NFL draft.
Connection with Phil Simpson.
Yeah, right. So like there's those types of things where we're about to find out both in the offseason, but then when it matters most on Saturdays next fall, how good this staff truly is.
Talking with one of our very own Jay Foreman, we were one of the breaks, me and Jay Nick were talking because Jay brought up a good point. We got off the plane from the bowl game, it was immediate. You went, like I said, you went home for a little while. Me and AG being Nebraska guys, you went home, but then you were back, and AG, as you know, it was nose to the floor, man. It was grind. It was grind time. It was.
It's off seasons where you got better.
That's exactly. That's when you were going to make that leap because That's where you're going to make it when you got back, because you realize, okay, I got spring ball. No, you were getting ready for your second season, which was spring ball, especially if you were looking to make a jump. And the point you bring up, Nick, it's imperative to bring in guys and not to be enamored. I see Unknown Texter's point. You do see those, like,
absolutely.
I see the pedigree of this guy. Absolutely, I see that. But we have mismanaged at times, and it's just a given. We have missed some guys in the times. And right now, with your schedules have to be, with your roster have to be cut to 105, you have a lot less margin for error right now. And as far as evaluating guys, you look at Jacob Hood out of Georgia. He's no longer here. Eric Gilbert never played a snap here at Nebraska. He was from Georgia. We can go on and on with the number of guys at other programs too, where they looked at where that person was at before. So let's bring him in. Not saying you don't look at that, but you got to look at the film more than the school the guy was at.
Guys, you got to understand the players. You got to understand the athlete you're looking at. Game recognized game.
Yep.
You put me in the seat. You put players of my caliber in the seat that are coaches. How do you think we're going to evaluate players? How well will we evaluate players? Because we did it. We've been in the locker room with players. We understand what a good player looks like, from size, from the eye candy, but then from technique, from drive, for everything. That's why Deion Sanders is successful, because he's a former player, Super Bowl champion, and all other things that he's done, was able to evaluate all the players he has, for any skill position where he was at, where he played at. So when you have somebody of his caliber looking at it, you're not going to he knows what he's going to bring in. Maybe the other positions, like he struggled with, offensive line, but this year they got better. Coaching, what have you, whatever took over. But when you have somebody in the position, not saying they got to be a former athlete, but what I'm saying is they got to be somebody that understands what a good quarterback looks like, what a good running back looks like, what a good defensive tackle, offensive line, strong safety, free looks like from a playing standpoint. And then coaching comes in later. So if you got somebody that understands what that looks like, then you're going to have less problems with putting a roster together at the college level, or really any level for that matter. And even any sport, you just got to know the player that you're looking at, who is observing and who is evaluating these players.
Yeah, and Raff, I think Raff, it's important for us to remember, and I know Husker fans are going to get mad at me for saying this. Remember where Nebraska's at, right? Like, I think realistically speaking, Nebraska's not going to be in the hunt for a lot of these top of the line transfers, right? And I know this isn't what that texter is saying, that you have to get like the best ranked player in the portal. I think fit matters, right? But a guy like KC Concepcion, who's a wide receiver transfer from NC State, one of the best wide receivers in this transfer portal class, he's going to be looking at schools that are national championship contenders, Nick, and winning cures all. I think you look at other spots where with NIL,
100%
Nebraska's in a really good spot NIL wise. However, if Nebraska's offering the same that Oregon's offering, or can offer the same that Oregon's offering, well, then somebody's going to look at it and say, well, who's still going to be playing in 2 weeks when the college football playoff is going on? Unfortunately, Nebraska, they got back to the postseason, which is good. But in comparison to the other teams that are fighting for these guys, it's a mountain to climb, AD.
Nick, you just took what you were just saying right there, and you look at those schools in Unknown Texas, regardless of who it is, whether it's Bama, Texas, Oregon, or whatever. You look at where, and that's why that push for NIL yesterday, 1890, is so big. All of those other schools, first of all, some of those schools triple our collective financially. I mean, that's a real thing. And then and more importantly, even the collective part of it is all of those teams, Raff, AG, and Nick, those bigger schools, they're in all those ones you mentioned, with the exception of Alabama, is in the playoffs or sniffing it. So Nebraska, throw the money out a little bit. You have to win.
Yeah,
you have to win.
And lastly,
you gotta have players and good coaches.
And I think too, some of these players might be pricing themselves out of the market.
Yeah, I can. I mean, I know Nebraska. I can admit this wholeheartedly. Just the conversations I have had, Nebraska's passed on and moved on from guys that are interested in Nebraska. Nebraska's interested in because they price themselves out. They expect more because of whether bad advice or they think that they're better or more valuable than they are. I want to get your thoughts on this, AG. But
I'm ready to fire. Just let me know, because I want to rebuttal to what Raff just said. I like what he said.
Yeah, because I agree. I think we're all on the same page there. I think it's important for Nebraska, a team like that doesn't maybe have the ability to just go out and swoop up anybody they want. It's important for them to really value and figure out what's most important in terms of team needs for going forward. And I think they've clearly identified that offensive tackle is one of them. They've missed out on some offensive tackles. They've struggled with injuries at that position, specifically left tackle. They've struggled with penalties at right tackle with Bryce Benhart. And so through it all, now you look at, okay, what are they doing through the portal right now? Well, they're going to have, they're in the top 3 for Isaiah World, who's going to probably be the number 1 offensive tackle in the
Great
transfer
name, by the
class.
way.
I can tell you guys this also. You're looking at more than probably a lot of players are going to get. He's going to be one of the most valuable, and in terms of NIL, one of the more higher up types of payments. Okay, we're talking about the M word with Isaiah World, probably just because of how valuable left tackles are, and Nebraska's right in the thick of it there. Then you're going to have a Washington State guy who, and I can't pronounce his name. Both of his names start with an F. It's like Falala, whatever it is.
Is that a Christmas song?
It is. And hopefully
he's Polly. He's a Polly.
Right? He is. But he's a 3-year starter at Washington State that is rated as the 2nd best offensive tackle. And he just confirmed to 24/7 Sports an hour ago that he's going to visit Nebraska later this week. So Nebraska's in the thick of it, but a team like Nebraska that doesn't have maybe unlimited resources,
you got to be cautious.
They have to be smart,
Yeah.
and they have to be tactical with how they approach things. Go ahead, AG.
Yeah, because they're about to have a salary cap.
Bingo.
Let's be real. But to Raff's point, and you went a little long, Nick. So I'm just trying to remember. No, I'm just trying to remember what he said. But I got it. So what Raff said about who's like, I don't want to say he said who's evaluating, but you talked about where are the kids getting their, like, they're pricing themselves out. I go back to 1998. Like I said, when my draft evaluation, people told me that I was a late 1st round, early 2nd round. And I found out real quick that wasn't real. So the evaluation system is broken right now because it's just starting out, because who is really evaluating these players and saying, oh yeah, his evaluation is $600,000. His evaluation is $1 million. Her evaluation, who is that? Who is this group? I want to see him.
Yeah.
Right? Because if you don't have experts in the room, again, I'll say it again. If you don't have experts in the building doing a job, will you hire a plumber to fix your car? I'll just ask everybody that on this show right now, Chad included, Tex Groove included. Would you hire a plumber to go change your oil in your car?
No.
Okay,
No,
thank you.
No.
Exactly. Heck no. Would you hire somebody that basically is non-experienced to go do something they have that you may know, they may not know a whole lot about it? No, you want an expert at the highest. We're one step away. The college football, college sports, Power 5 is one step away from professionals.
Right.
So you're telling me a lot of these schools, which a lot of the top, whatever is it, Nick, how many schools are in between NCAA, Power, NAIA schools? What is it, over 300?
You're over 300. You're talking like 100.
Over 300 schools.
Yeah,
and I can tell you right now, I don't even have to look at the stats and the records. I could say half of those rosters, that means 150 of those schools, do not have experts running the program, do not have experts making major decisions. They have people in there that are inexperienced. They're probably good people. They're probably professional, but they don't have the acumen to understand what they're really doing, especially with football now. If we're going to just narrow it down to football, I need people in the building that know everything about, from a GM standpoint to player evaluation. All that is important, because if you don't do it right, we're sitting in a situation where it's not done right now. This is my school. This is our school. We're talking about it in nauseam about the players coming in and out and team trying to win 3 games and 5 games, stuff like that. Because sometimes you got to evaluate yourself and look at your issues. That's what Matt did by bringing Dana in. That's what we know Coach Osborne and her staff used to do. So you got to do that. You got to be real with yourself. And I was the hardest critic on me. When I played this game that I love, I mean, I could have a hair out of position. I was on myself. I was making sure that hair was never out of position again, because I know if I messed up again, I'm getting questioned by my coaches and my teammates, and I can't have that. I'm not going to have the people that are around me that support me questioning me about my gameplay, because that is a problem for me. And that's where you got to go. You got to do that. But this is an organization. The university is an organization that's struggling right now to put a team for the football team together. And so you got to have the experts in place. And so I'm not saying they're not there, but you got to have people that understand what you're looking at before you purchase them now and have them on the roster and when you bring them in the facility.
And these players, sorry.
Go ahead, Raffy.
Go ahead, Raffy.
I was just going to say, too, I read this this morning, and I thought it was fairly interesting. So we were talking about the valuations and people pricing themselves out of the market. These players also got to watch out for the bootleg agents out there. I did not know this, but there's 1,133 certified NFLPA agents. The only way that NFL teams can negotiate a contract is if they have one of those certified agents. So you got a lot of these guys out there that are signing these players saying that they're going to be their agent, and they're not even certified by the NFL.
I should become an agent.
Exactly. Yeah.
It's a mess.
Yeah. I was just saying, and that certification is every year now. I told you the story about, it was a high school kid that became a football agent that I taught back in 2011 at De Pere High School. He is now a sports agent. Actually, we just talked a few weeks ago. He just got married. He's doing well. He's representing a few guys, 5th round picks, 4th round pick guys. But then it was his rookie year being an agent. And it was probably like 2018 or 2019 when the NFL put down that every agent, no matter your background, no matter how experienced you are, you have to get recertified every season. And I'm like, that makes sense, because every year, what do we have? We have the combine, every player, even though we've proved ourselves on the football field, right? Yeah. Travis Hunter has won the Heisman. We know he could play over 100 plays, but he still has to go to the combine, if he chooses to, And so players got to reevaluate ourselves every year. Why don't the agents or people around us, from the agents, the coaches and trainers, training staff, stuff like that, everybody in this business needs to be accountable and kept receipts on sometimes, because sometimes the problem is not as hard and far as you think it is, that you got to get fixed in the organization.
You got I was gonna say, you got these college kids that are signing with these bootleg agents.
Exactly.
They're going to take care of them. They're not even certified. So they're locking themselves into having to pay these bootleg agents when they don't even have the
financial
credibility
advisors,
to even
everything.
represent you.
Exactly.
And like McGee said right here, it's the truth, man. Taking 15 to 20%.
That's crazy.
I mean, it's
an NFL agent, if they're negotiating a contract to all the athletes that are playing football, I will say they only can take 3%.
3%.
If they give you anything more, run. From a marketing standpoint, now if they're going to just represent you in promoting you, they could take anywhere. I would start if I first year agent, marketing only 10%. Just say, hey, you got to work your way up to 15 partners, because they'll ask for 20 off the top. Yep. And I'm like, nah, you work at 10 and work your way up, because your job depends on what I do.
Right.
If I have a great, fantastic rookie year or whatever year, then you can earn a little bit more, but you got to go out, put in the work. You got to promote me the right way. You got to market me the right way. You are the boss. That's what I told my brother, representing, going out and not representing Niles, but asking questions to agents that wanted to represent Niles. I said, you and Niles are the boss. And a lot of athletes don't know that. Speaking to all the student athletes everywhere across the country, and I'll say here in Nebraska, from volleyball to baseball to football to basketball, tennis, golf, hockey, esports, you are the boss. The agent works for you, no one else. Whoever pays that check to that agent monthly, you're the one making the calls. And you can ask and tell them any question you need to know to make sure you're comfortable with them before you start working with them. And trust me, that's from experience. That's speaking from the heart, because I've been down that dirty road where agents, like Raff said, will come in and copy and paste something together that looks good on paper, and they ain't that dude. They ain't that woman that understands legalese, to how to negotiate a contract, to promote their player, to promote their athlete in the right places.
Exactly.
Folks, we are heading to break. You heard a lot right there. MT West to your plumber, he goes, I wouldn't. And those percentages are absolutely highway robbery and horrible.
AG, you got a year left. I'll represent you. I just need 30.
I do have a year left, Nick.
35%.
But you know what? I know I can't run. I could catch. I could tackle. But I'm better with a joystick and a mouse and keyboard in my hand right now.
Well, then I'm going to need to work a miracle. It's going to be. I need 42% now.
Good
no,
Lord.
Facts. No, you need to stop it. Stop
bootleg.
it.
Nick is those bootleg guys.
Bootleg.
Folks, we'll be right back with the RGT. It's the drive.
Slay the holidays this year with a gift that'll really get them going. One that's built to win, like the new Honda CRF-R Motocrosser. One that's built for fun, like a Honda Mini Moto. Or one for each member of the family, like a Honda CRF Trail Bike. At Rod's Power Sports, you'll find the motorcycle, ATV, or side-by-side they'll love. During the Honda Gifts That Go sales event, you can slay the streets in style with a Grom Mini Moto, slay the trails with the CRF 50F, or pile into a Pioneer 1006 Deluxe Crew that can carry 6 elves over the fields and through the woods all year long. This year, don't just give any gift. Give the gift of outdoor adventure with a ride they'll never forget. Don't miss out. Head to Rod's Power Sports in Lincoln, Nebraska during the Honda Gifts That Go sales event. It's your chance to slay the holidays and your gift list. Dealer participation may vary. See dealer for complete program and safety details.
At Koppel, during the holidays, we take time to cherish our terrific staff, community, and loyal customers that continue to drive that money-saving mile to Louisville, Nebraska. Hi, this is Sean Callahan. I can proudly say I bought my car at Koppel. If you are in the area, I invite you to stop by Koppel Chevrolet GMC's offices in Louisville or check them out online at koppelcars.com. On behalf of Koppel Chevrolet GMC, Merry Christmas and safe travels to all.
Tanner's Bar and Grill is the best place in Lincoln for a casual get-together, best place to watch a game, and the best for pre- and post-game. Catch college and NFL football as well as the volleyball action this season at Tanner's Bar and Grill at 30th and Yankee Hill. What's better than wings, cold beer, and a Husker win? Enjoy great food and drink specials every day and tons of TVs to catch all the action. Tanner's Bar and Grill, 30th and Yankee Hill.
It's that special time of year again with bowl games galore, ugly Christmas sweater parties, and way too much eggnog. And like clockwork, you still haven't bought any gifts yet. Great news! Your procrastination headquarters this year is at Tailored Life in Bennett. Avoid the long lines in Lincoln stores and head down Highway 2 to Bennett. Just a 20-minute drive, and their staff will help you pick out the perfect gift for your mom, wife, or significant other. Procrastination has an answer this year at Tailored Life in Bennett.
Ryan, with all this red and all these people around, I'm still not seeing the tailgate.
Todd Spidell, former body shop owner, terrible driver.
We're getting close. Now, did you know with 3 locations in Lincoln and hundreds of years of combined technician experience, we can get Husker fans back on the road even quicker and safer after their tailgate mishaps? Oh, Todd, turn left right here.
Left or right?
Left, right here.
Right?
Well, you wait for the tow truck. I'm getting a hot dog.
Well, I guess while I'm waiting. All right! Most recommended! Eustace Body Shop!
Woohoo! Dude, you should be on American Idol.
You really think so?
No.
Accidents happen, even to Husker fans. If it happens to you, call Eustace Body Shop, where our customers send their friends.
The most recommended Eustace Body Shop. That's who we are.
Rashawn Jackson here for Bauer Infrastructure, a veteran-owned local company proudly serving Lincoln, Lancaster County, and the surrounding areas. Bauer provides quality work at an affordable price, and they're growing rapidly. If you want to experience a career with a fast-paced, family-friendly environment, visit BauerInfrastructure.com. They have top-of-the-line benefits, year-round work, even through the winter. Bauer, usher in the new era of infrastructure to an area near you. And as always, go Big Red.
93.7 The Ticket, Fox, KFXL weather. Sponsored by John Henry's Plumbing, Heating, and Air Conditioning.
Your Lincoln forecast for today, we'll see mainly sunny skies with light winds from the high around 39. Tonight, mainly clear skies with a south breeze and low around 28. And tomorrow, we'll see mainly sunny skies return, but it will be breezy. We'll see a high near 53. Meteorologist Kyle Fletcher for 93.7 The Ticket and theticketfm.com.
Looking for a last-minute Christmas gift for the Husker fan in the family? Look no further. Share the Husker spirit by purchasing a women's basketball starting 5 mini plan today for just $65. The plan includes reserved seats for 5 home Big Ten matches for just $65. The Big Ten schedule is packed, with the Huskers hosting 7 contests against 2024 postseason qualifiers. Help us show the Big Ten what Husker Nation is all about by purchasing your starting 5 mini plan today. Don't wait. Head over to huskers.com/tickets and secure your seat. Go Big Red. It's game on at Elway Power Sports of Lincoln, Nebraska's premier Kawasaki dealership. Score big on Kawasaki's all-new Ridge lineup. The Ridge XR, Ridge HVAC, and the Ridge Limited, all built to take on your day with a full factory cab, including heat and AC. Stop by Indian Motorcycle of Lincoln today and rule the streets on an Indian motorcycle with customer cash and trade-in credits up to $2,000 during the month of December. Save big on their massive selection of side-by-sides, all-terrain vehicles, motorcycles, and power watercraft on end-of-the-year specials store-wide at their new 27th and I-80 location.
Hello, Charlie Stone here, and with me on the line is Andy Goodyear of Honda of Lincoln. Andy, it's been a while since we talked. Hey, what's the latest news at Honda of Lincoln?
It has been a while, Charlie. I hope you're doing well. Happy Honda Days is in full swing, and we have over 200 new Hondas in stock right now, ready for our customers to drive home.
Wow, that's the most you've had in a long time.
It is, Charlie. And we have great lease offers and financing from just 0.9% APR.
Hey, Andy, let me tell them about the pre-owned. They have over 125 pre-owned and certified pre-owned to choose from, with financing from 3.9% APR available. Incredible deals on new and used during Happy Honda Days, or if you need tires on your current vehicle, Honda of Lincoln is your best choice. Maybe it's time you experience the best. The Honda of Lincoln way of doing business, 27th and Yankee Hill Road, or online at hondaoflincoln.com.
Rosie Sports Bar and Grill, open for lunch and dinner at 1501 Center Park Road.
Perch Merch is your one-stop shop for all your printing and promotional needs in Lincoln, Nebraska. They specialize in screen printing, embroidery, vehicle wraps, window wraps, print collateral, promotional products, and signage. At Perch Merch, they are committed to delivering high-quality products and exceptional customer service. Their experienced team of designers and printing professionals will work with you every step of the way to ensure that your vision is realized. Call for a quote today at 402-217-5212 or go to perch-merch.com.
The Mill Coffee and Tea, formerly with only 4 Lincoln locations, now 5 Lincoln locations. That's 25% more locations than there used to be. Can you even imagine a world where there's only 4 Lincoln Mill locations? That feels like ages ago. We were all so young then. The Mill on 11th, located right alongside the 93.7 The Ticket Studios on O Street.
Now back to The Drive with AD, Raff, and Ahman Green on 93.7 The Ticket and theticketfm.com.
Back for this last segment, folks. Hey, Aaron chimes in. What's up, hey, Aaron? Blake. Balake. Is Balake here? Blake. There. Is Aham here? Is Aham in the building?
You hot mess.
Aham.
You hot mess. Hot mess.
It's Ahman.
Well, it'd be Ahman.
It'd be Ahman.
It's not Aham.
It's not, bro. You've been knowing me for 20 plus years, and you can't even. You can't even say a joke with my name.
I was trying to
right.
You're just,
You've been knowing him for 20 plus years.
28 years, bro. More than that. 20, 29, 30 years. We met in 95. We met at 90. Actually, we met on my visit in 94. This is 31 years, and you can't even joke my name right.
What you guys do on your visit?
I ate pizza from Valentino's. That was it. That was every recruit got that free pizza.
Coach Osborne said, "AD, you make sure this deal gets sealed."
No, that was my host was Mike Minner. That was my host. So, but I saw AD. You know, I saw him. I mean, I saw him. I went to all the games and everything.
Hey, that's not important.
See, Nick. See, you don't start.
D nice.
Hey, it's like Eddie Murphy and Eddie Murphy Raw. I saw you, AD. Wasn't me.
Yeah.
I talked to you.
What did Shaggy say?
Wasn't me.
Wasn't me.
Wasn't me.
Anyway, so that's what they used to seal the commitment was Valentino's Pizza, huh?
Valentino's, big shout out to
Nah, it wasn't to seal. It was just say get us fed at night. You know, just fat. That's it.
Did you need greasy? Never mind.
Hey, Hines Ward stayed with us, man, on his
Really?
recruiting trip. Hines Ward was me, Frazier, Hines Ward, Baron Miles, and Tyler Williams. And Hines was cool on the other side of the pillow. He's a Georgia kid. And he pretty much let us know. He goes, man, hey, he goes, bruh, you're going to be here for the next 3 years. I ain't coming here to sit. And he goes, George is right. He goes, I want to. It was a big thing for Hines Ward. He wanted his mom to be able to see him play. So obviously had a great career at Georgia. Then obviously went to Pittsburgh. Dang, Raff, what you got, my man?
All right, everybody. Today's Raff's Good Take comes in from our man Pete Ferguson.
Easy.
And this one goes out to the Norwood Park Community Learning Center and the Lincoln Southwest High School girls basketball program. For the last 15 years, they've teamed up together just to make the community a better place. Their mantra is sitting on the sidelines is not an option. And it's just really cool to see Norwood Park and the Lincoln Southwest girls basketball team working together to make this community better. You guys are Raff's Good Take.
You know, Pete, we go back a long way, and Pete just does a lot of good in the community and has done it for a long time. So big shout out to Pete Ferguson, all you do, brother. Appreciate you. Love you, man. The AD Attitude Adjustment is sponsored by the Body Lab. The Body Lab, located at 14th and Yankee Hill, offers everything from physical therapy, trigger point, dry needling, a cold plunge tub, and infrared sauna. Learn more or schedule your appointment with Rachel and her team today online, thebodylablnk.com, or visit them here in Lincoln at 14th and Yankee Hill. You've heard me say this a number of times, folks. I can't beg you enough. Get in for your checkups. Get in for your checkups. I'm going to say it again. Get in for your checkups. A buddy of mine reached out to me yesterday. Is dealing with prostate cancer. Just found that out. But the reason why he's optimistic, and he goes, AD, kind of explained to him, it's only because he's been going regularly that they were able to keep their eye on it since May, and the numbers increased. So it's full-fledged, but it's early, and they're able to do things with it. Folks, I know you're busy. I know, but I get it. But I guess I tell you what, who doesn't care about your busy schedule? Cancer doesn't care. High blood pressure doesn't care. Diabetes, I can go on and on and on. Get into your doctors. No, it's not comfortable. But I'm telling you from a cancer guy here, cancer ain't comfortable either. So get into your doctors. Do that for your family. If you got a spouse, a significant other that's been on you about getting in, this is AD. I'm not asking you, I'm begging you. Get into your doctors, folks. If your car's starting to make noise, we'll go get that repaired pretty quick. We may roll with it for a little while, but eventually we're going to take it fixed for an appliance. Your body is the most important thing you got because you can't get it back. Health is wealth, period. Get your checkups. AG?
For sure, man. I was just talking to a friend the other night and just saying that, hey, if you got to help other people, make sure you help yourself first.
That's right.
Make sure you take care of yourself. And the thing I learned, I took a class some years ago, and one comment was made in the class about feeling your well. And feeling your well is the things you like to do to make you feel normal. With all the stresses, with all the good and bad stresses throughout the day, sometimes we forget about ourselves. We forget about the things we like to do. We like to read, write, play video games, run, jog, lift weights, whatever. When you're having those days where you're struggling, to get through the day, sometimes don't do something you like to do.
That's right.
Because we're always, we're on that track of the vicious cycle of doing everything because it's work. It's,
right.
Our kids, and we have responsibilities, right? But sometimes you got to cater to yourself in a way to make sure you stay on top of you to be on top of everything else you got into managing your life. Because sometimes when you forget those things, that's when the weight of the world becomes on your back. It feels like it's right on your neck and you can't get out of a situation, or you don't feel, quite yourself. Sometimes break away from that monotony and give yourself a little time. 10, 15 minutes. It doesn't take long to where you can feel normal, and do that for yourself here in the world today. So,
all right, Raffi, 10 seconds.
All right, everyone. Have a great rest of your day. Be nice to each other. We'll talk to you tomorrow.
This is Lincoln's home for sports talk on the FM dial. Also online at theticketfm.com. On the internet, KNTK FM Firth, 93.7 The Ticket.
M Suits Clothiers, Lincoln's favorite men's store year after year after year. Located 1 block south of 56th and Pine Lake Road, stop in today to get your holiday shopping done and mention this ad for a free pair of dress socks. M Suits Clothiers.
It's that special time of year again, with bowl games galore, ugly Christmas sweater parties, and way too much eggnog. And like clockwork, you still haven't bought any gifts yet. Great news! Your procrastination headquarters this year is at Tailored Life in Bennett. Avoid the long lines in Lincoln stores and head down Highway 2 to Bennett. Just a 20-minute drive, and their staff will help you pick out the perfect gift for your mom, wife, or significant other. Procrastination has an answer this year at Tailored Life in Bennett.
When you need a new water heater, nothing beats the ProLine family of water heaters from A.O. Smith. ProLine models are built using commercial-grade components, meaning they're built to help you tackle your toughest days. No matter if you need a gas or electric model, A.O. Smith has a ProLine unit